We have here on the guest for our get to know you stream, BirdyVee, who goes by Birdy. And so, Birdy, tell me, how is this amazing individual streamer doing today?
She's doing really good, Devin. She's chilling. She had a relaxing day, and now she gets to spend some time with her friend, Devin, on the stream.
Absolutely.
How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. And also, what's up, Mr. Escalator? How are you doing today? He's your number one biggest fan. So, yeah, he
Hi, Escalator.
so it is a nice chill day for us too. After work, after a busy day at work, we've gotten this podcast here up and running, and so it's a good day. We're gonna start off, for those who don't know the format. We're gonna start off with the ice breaking questions, and then we're gonna go into what I call the shape shifting questions, and then after the shape shifting questions, we're going to get into the juicy content. We're going to start talking about streaming, and we're going to be talking about some gaming after that, specifically about games and such. So the very first question that I ask every guest on this podcast here is, if you had a superpower, what would it be?
To fly.
Well, that makes sense because you're Birdie.
To fly. Yeah, I've been wanting to fly since I was young, and I had dreams of like flying, where I would be running really fast, and if I ran fast enough, I could jump and then like not fly, but like have really long, far jumps where it felt like I was flying. And then I had dreams where I had dragons and stuff. So definitely flying, because for sure, yeah.
I imagine it's like
No doubt.
a world where the gravity is about the same, but the friction, you just go
like
all
a
the way
moon
across.
bounce. Yeah.
Yeah, like a moon
exactly.
bounce. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, now that we know what your useful superpower would be, what would your useless superpower be?
My useless superpower?
Yeah.
Okay, let me think about it. I'm trying to think of something that would actually be useless. Like what? Maybe like being able to like blow endless boogers constantly without stop, like, and just I don't know what like good I could do with that.
That's a pretty good
Snot
one.
woman. Snot woman.
I guess. That's a good useless one.
The green machine.
The green machine.
The green machine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, if anybody ever attacks you, then you know what to do. Like
Hit my nose. Yeah.
Wait a second, I got something. Oh man. So if you had 48 hours in a day, how would you spend that extra 24 hours with no sleep?
Oh, wow. Okay, what do I usually do when I'm in bed? Okay, I scroll a lot, so I wouldn't be doing that. What is some stuff that I like try to do? I think I would do a lot more content creation, like editing wise, because editing takes a really long time. So if I had more time in the day, I'd probably do more editing. And I would do more like being outside of my house. I would maybe go hiking or try to learn how to play guitar or like a new hobby, or learn Spanish because I'm trying to learn Spanish. So maybe something like that. Just stuff that I keep saying, I can't do it because I don't have the time. So I'd probably do those things.
Yeah. Yeah, I could. Yeah, that's a good idea. A good way to spend that 48 hours.
What would you do?
I would probably definitely do more content creation. I would be illustrating. I would spend a lot more time on my personally on my own cartoon series that I've been working on. But having a team would be kind of nice. Not gonna lie.
Wait, who is that behind you?
That is my cat.
Who? Oh my God! Look at you! Oh my God! Hi!
Yeah, this
oh my God!
This is Chester. He's a good cat. He's very playful, and he's not.
He's so like relaxed and calm. And his little paw that was like tucked in. Oh my God, I died.
Yeah, like he was
He's
like
so
literally just
cute.
like tapping me like just a minute ago. He's like, "Hey,
Aw.
I'm not done with my pets yet." Yeah, he's a good cat. I really like him a lot. He is going through his phase where all he wants to do now is play, and he doesn't really want
Mm.
the pets. And so it's like, okay, well, I want to pet my cat, so but we're playing. So yeah, whatever, I guess.
So cute.
Yeah, he's a great cat.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Knight says shape shifting because I could turn into whatever I want. Whatever I want, whenever I want. I need a certain situation for convenience. I would practice guitar for longer. I'm actually trying to drop a tuning, as a matter of fact.
Ooh.
That's a pretty good one.
I like the shape-shifting one because like what if, you don't have a plunger and you're like, oh my God, okay, like let's say you're at someone's house and you clog the toilet and there's no plunger. Bam, you can shapeshift into a plunger
You can shape
and
shift
plunger it. And no one has to know that you clogged up the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody has to know. Wait, wouldn't that I got a lot of questions for that, but I'm just
I
gonna keep it to
know that
myself.
opens up another can of worms. That just opens up another can of worms. It does.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so that would definitely satisfy. I need to know what it's like being inside. Oh my gosh, because that's something we've all wanted. Definitely. I don't know about me though. I don't want to go
You haven't
inside
thought
the
about
toilet, but
it?
no. But I feel like if I went inside of a toilet though, I'd probably I would need to wash up and whatnot. So like after
You know
shape
how they
shifting.
like flush fish down the toilet and the fish get to see what it looks like because all drains apparently lead to the ocean. And it's like, do you see what I see?
Was that where
Like,
the song came?
wouldn't
No, I was
you?
kidding.
Like,
um.
I want to know.
I don't know, but I imagine that I would go to the sewer first, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, wow, look at all the. Okay, that's cool. Can I come back home?" Just like,
I'm trying to convince Devin that we all want to see what the inside of a toilet looks like, but he's standing firm. He's standing firm. He's good. He's like, no, no. Speak for yourself.
oh man, imagine you have the shape shifting ability, and you turn yourself into a plunger, and then you sit next to someone at a desk in an office, and the guy next to you was like, "Why are you a plunger?" And then you're like, "Who are you? I'm from ancient Greece." Greece.
You forget to shift back. You're just sitting.
Oh
And
yeah.
instead of somebody freaking out, and being like, oh my God, they're just like, excuse me, why are you a plunger?
That sounds like a dream, doesn't it? That's just
It
sounds like
does.
yeah, it sounds exactly like a dream. Oh man. Oh man. Now if it was like if I was like pulling a practical joke, I could totally see that. Perhaps.
Right.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Mayhap.
Yeah.
I
Um
love that you have that like audio thing like on the right where it goes up and down when I talk or when
oh
we
yeah.
talk.
It's one of the waveforms. That was inspired from a graphic like a long time ago. Well, that and also you know how in OBS like it'll have the waveform every like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so that also kind of inspired it. I was like,
Love it.
I really should make this like what should I make this? Oh, I should make it kind of based off of my logo color palette, the little
Mm-hmm.
speech bubble that you see like over top of the chat. And so I thought maybe
Yep.
I'll do that. And it worked. It
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
worked.
It's so clean. I love it.
Yeah. All right. And so we are going to move into the shape shifting questions. And so the first
Okay.
question
Okay.
that I'm going to ask is if you were to transform into any animal, what would it be?
Like, I give the obvious answer?
You could give the obvious answer if you want. Yeah.
Okay. Um, I would want to be a bird, but I'm trying to think which bird specifically do I like. I like a lot of birds. You know, you got the secretary bird who's like this beautiful looking thing with eyelashes.
Yeah, I
It
remember you
literally
were
looks like a
talking about
human
that
being.
too. Yeah.
Do you remember?
I remember that. I remember that conversation that she had in your stream that one day, and you are like, "Oh man, I like those birds." And I was like, I had to look it up, and I was like, "Oh, those are actually kind of
Yeah.
interesting." Yeah.
They're cool. They stomp on snakes and everything. And then you got your ravens that are like just beautiful. And the way they fly is like so pretty. They do like these synchronized flights with like their mates and stuff. So those are like kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Falcons are cool. Like I would love to be a red-tailed hawk and do the red-tailed hawk scream. Like that would be kind of cool. But if I had to choose like maybe one bird, oh my God, I know what bird I would be. I would be a kawaii bird.
Okay. A kawaii bird. Okay.
Yes, a kawaii is a bird that's native to Kauai, Hawaii. It's extinct. It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh.
Um, and it has a very, very haunting call, like haunting
Hmm.
as fuck. It's
Wow.
so beautiful, and I was very obsessed with it when I found out about the quiet owl for the first time. I was like so depressed. The only time the make me ball bird, yeah, escalator. It's really, really. I think I'll be that bird.
Hmm.
I like that bird a lot.
Yeah, I know you had some. I remember you were streaming your two pet birds a couple of times. Do they still come
Yeah.
on your stream every once in a while?
Once in a while, they do come onto the stream. I feel like the last time they were on stream was when I was playing Donkey Kong 64, and my bigger bird, Diesel the cockatiel, he landed on my mic, and he started trying to mate with it, and I couldn't get him off, and it was like so embarrassing. I
Yeah.
Because they get like really aggressive. So if I try and like shoo him off the mic, he either just ignores it or he bites you really hard.
Mm.
You're like literally in the middle of like interrupting him, you know? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He's
So that was
yeah.
the last
I
time
was.
they were on the stream.
Oh, really? I remember like a couple of years, I think it was a couple of years ago, right? It was like a couple of years ago. I was on your stream, and like you had like I think you
Uh-huh.
had like two birds on either side of your shoulder, or was it on your chair? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably on the chair of my shoulder.
Yeah. I
Nickel
was
and
like
Diesel.
I was like those birds look so good on stream. They what if
They
like
look
what if
good, yeah.
yeah, what if they were like part of what if what if they were like and what if you could have like a podcast with your birds? Like wouldn't that be like that'd be kind of interesting. Like obviously it's not gonna happen because
Yeah.
they're birds, but like what if there was like a cartoon uh of like an animation of like two birds that looked exactly like your birds, and then they're like in a podcast like this or something like that. It's just like a
That is
random.
so adorable. What a good idea. That's so cute, actually.
They need to
I
do
love it.
that.
Stealing it. I'll credit you if I end up doing it. Um, that's actually super, super cute. And the intro can be like actually them like running around and like flying around, and then the actual episode can be like the animations of them like sitting
That'd be
like on
cool.
like a fucking branch talking to. Oh my God, you have the best ideas, literal genius, Devin.
Thank you. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Um so yeah, if it were me, I'd probably I've always stuck with a mouse. But like it would have to be like a more anthropomorphized mouse, like maybe half my height. And so
Okay.
yeah, I feel like if it was like a golden mouse, maybe not exactly like Pikachu, but something kind of
Okay.
similar, just a little bit similar. I think that would
As like
make
the like face of the podcast.
yeah, it could be like the face of a podcast, like if
Okay.
or like put him in as an avatar or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of cool. Um, but yeah, so if you were to transform into, let's say, any particles, okay, like maybe let's say if you could transform into smoke or snow or something like that, what would you transform into?
I'd probably snow is a cute one, but if I'm being real, I'd probably like transfer into like hot amber or something and then like burn people that I don't like.
that that is an answer I haven't heard before, but you know what? That is such a valid that is such a valid response. I love
You
that.
know, you gotta get the energy out somehow.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
to, there needs to be an outlet, you know?
There needs to be an outlet. This just in,
Yeah.
Birdie just like totally burned Leffen, and now he's like in a hospital. I'm just joking, but no, I'm having funny though. Oh my gosh, seeing that on the news, that'd be
Yeah.
horrible.
Okay, what answers do you get? Like what's like the average, like what do you get?
For this one, honestly, kind of the typical ones. Like some people said, I would transform into water, or most
Okay.
some other people were like, I would transform into clouds, and then I would turn into water and just like rain on people or something
Okay.
like that. So yeah, it's like
Rain
oh,
on people.
and yeah, something along those lines. But yeah, that's like most of what I get. But yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So let's go into the streaming specific questions. And so,
Okay.
Birdie, how long have you been streaming for now?
Um, I want to say on and off since July of 2020. I think my first stream was July 2020. I got affiliated in the same month and
Nice.
then just was started streaming on and off since then. I've taken breaks here and there,
Yeah.
but yeah, July 2020.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah. July of 2020 is it's a pretty long time. Um,
Yeah.
did you so I noticed that back when I first joined your stream, like at first actually a good bit, there's like a lot of people who are using your channel rewards, and there's I remember seeing
Yeah.
like all these memes on there. Like, did you have them like right from the start of your stream, or was that something you just kind of added over time?
So I do have like a bunch of different channel awards. I think that the water one where that girl runs up to you and turns around and there's a water bottle between her ass cheeks, like that one we got pretty fast onto the stream because I wanted a water redeem pretty early on. So that was like one of the first redeems I had. Um, the take your vitamins, the tell us a joke one, those came later. My lock-in channel redeem, that's a new one, but that's not a meme or anything. That's kind of like if you want me to really focus and zone in and you redeem it, it just starts playing a hype song
Oh,
immediately for me. Um,
okay.
but the Sonic, I mean, sorry, not the Sonic. I have these play a Pepsi ad and play a Coke ad channel reward. And people are like, why the fuck do you have that? And it's because in like 2021 or end of 2020, I did a Coke v Pepsi crew battle.
Oh,
And I had made these like play a random Pepsi ad or play a random Coke ad for the people who are rooting for Coke or Pepsi. No, almost no one fucking used them during the crew battle,
huh.
but they started using it after. So I never removed it because now people use it.
Oh, interesting. Well,
Yeah.
which ones are your own personal favorite channel rewards?
My personal favorite is the lever
Oh yeah, I
because
remember the
like so
lever.
much coding went into that one. That is like a collab between me and another coder that helped me that I paid for him to do the coding, but I did a lot of it as well.
Mhm.
It's basically you pull a lever, it chooses a random number. If it's 1 through something, it's the good lever. If it's like 5 through something else, it's the bad lever.
Okay.
And if you get the bad lever, it'll like time you out for a random amount of time. And if you get the good lever, you get to watch like a slot reel, like almost like a casino reel start
Yeah.
spinning, and you could win stuff.
Yeah.
So like that one was a fun one. I think that's one of my favorite ones, to be honest.
Yeah, that one's a
That
fun one.
one and the VIP one is super fun too, because that took a long I made that one myself. That took a long time because it gives you VIP automatically without me having to do anything. When you redeem it, it plays like a cute little thing on screen. It puts your name on the screen and then it gives you VIP. And I don't even have to do it myself. It's like I just get to sit and enjoy. You like redeem VIP.
Yeah.
Um and then
Okay.
another one I really like is lock in. I
Well,
love it. I love when people like try to redeem it to make me lock into the Smash quick play game that I'm in. So
I
it's
should do
fun.
that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
should
that's a
like.
fun one. That's a fun one.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the lock-in one. Like, I gotta see that one. Yeah,
Yeah. That
yeah.
one's like basically like no matter what song is playing, if you redeem it, it'll choose a random song from my hype playlist. Like it finds my hype playlist, it chooses a random song from there
Oh,
and it immediately starts playing it.
oh,
So as
okay,
I'm playing and I'm trying to win,
okay.
the song will change and like be hype. And I'm like, ooh, somebody redeemed lock in. Okay, like I'm locking in, you know? It's fun.
Yeah,
I
and you
like
just
it.
got your laser focused, hyper focused eyes on like on the screen and everything. That sounds. I gotta
Yes.
see it. I gotta see it for myself. I gotta do it.
And I don't look at chat. Like when they redeem that, I don't. It's like basically, okay, Birdie, you can't look at chat. You have to only focus on your game. You have to like lock in.
How long does it last?
It's one song. So once you
Oh,
click it, it queues up one like hype song,
okay,
basically.
okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. Yeah, I thought it was funny. I came into your stream last night and just to hang out, and then it was like so funny when like I just this was totally unplanned. I just went ahead and I was
Mhm.
like I was putting the popcorn emote just because why not, and then it got stuck on your stream, and then like somebody on your
Yeah, it got stuck on the screen. Did you see what somebody said?
I did I
Someone
saw
was like,
yeah what were
they're
sorry.
like, they're like, oh, is it because of a copyright thing? And I'm like, no, man, no, like the mouse just gets
No.
stuck on this screen. I didn't know it was yours until today because when you went
Oh.
live, I saw the popcorn. You put the popcorn emote.
Yeah, that was mine. I told him I was like, "No, that's my emote." And then somebody else goes, "Oh, you should keep that popcorn on your screen and add some
Yeah,
character."
they're
I
like,
thought
just
it was
keep
so
it on there. I'm like,
so
like
amazing.
say goodbye to the popcorn. Yeah, that's cute though. I like
Yeah.
it.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got some really good channel rewards. I gotta come back and like see that lock in one because I'm like super excited now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, check it out. You know, and if you ever want to add anything to your stream, like I got you. Do you use anything for your production, like software wise to for your triggers and stuff, or no?
Yeah, I use Firebot for like I actually have cat
Got
videos
you.
for my channel
Okay.
reward. And if you scroll down
Yep.
my channel list and if you click on watch a cat clip, it'll appear like there's this screen that like slides in and then you'll be able to see
Let's see.
a cat. Yeah, and it's like it's dark purple. And so and it should be on the scene, but wait a
I
second.
redeemed it. I don't know.
I'm checking here. Notifications, podcast, scene, streamer. Uh-uh. I'm so surprised. It's not. I gotta fix that like right now.
Yeah, do whatever you want if you want to fix anything.
Yeah, for sure. But like, it's like if you it's just oh here it is. Oh no, it just disappeared. Wait, we gotta see it. We gotta see it here. We gotta see it. This is oh here's Q as a kitten. This was like
Oh,
back. Yeah. Way back in the day, like maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
oh, hello. Oh my God. Wait, what cat is this one?
He's a ragdoll.
Oh, you have more than one cat.
My parents do. I have one cat. My parents had. So,
Oh, okay.
last year I moved out. And so then I got this cat.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. And then like Mr. Escalator goes, "Baby, I want to pet the
Baby.
cat. I want to pet him.
Aw.
Yeah. And so, but like 3 years ago when I was living with my parents, like we had just moved in like not that long ago. And my father
Yeah.
goes, man, I want another ragdoll cat. I want a ragdoll cat. And I was like,
Oh.
okay, well, cool. I respect that because, yeah, I just respect that. So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually my mother when she goes, "Oh, I need a cat. I'm experiencing urges, whatever that means. I don't know." I'm like, like, yeah, that's when I'm like she actually adopted a couple
Mm.
dogs the weekend before, and I was like, really? Okay.
Dogs. So they've got dogs and cats.
Yep, they got dogs and cats now. Ever since 2 weekends ago. Yep. Yep.
Amazing. You're just missing the birds now.
Oh yeah, they used to have birds. Yeah.
Oh, they did? Oh, right.
Yeah.
You said the golden
The blue and gold macaw. Yeah.
blue and gold macaw. Right.
Yeah, we were talking for the viewers who don't know, we were talking about this off stream, and we were talking about Birdie's birds, and so I mentioned my blue and gold macaw. Yeah, he was my mother's bird. Um,
What happened to it?
he got depressed, and then we couldn't really do anything about it. Like we tried, but I guess, I don't know what happened there. But yeah, he's off to another. I don't remember if it was like a pet shelter or
Oh, got
what,
you. Got you.
but yeah,
Yeah, they get very depressed quickly, those kinds of birds.
yeah,
And they start pulling their feathers out and stuff.
that's what he was doing, or I think it was the she,
It's
because
sad.
yeah, yeah,
It
so
happens.
it was something there. But as sad as it was, I'm pretty sure that bird is in a happier place. But
Well, hopefully it is. Yes. Living
yeah.
out its bird days and being
Yeah,
happy.
being happy and maybe finding a significant other,
Oh
So
yeah, hello. Absolutely.
yeah. So what made you want to stream, and like what's keeping you motivated?
What made me want to stream?
Yeah.
Um, my boyfriend at the time would always say like, Birdie, you should stream. Like you'd be so good at it. Like, and I didn't know what Twitch was
Okay.
at all. And he had just gone Super Smash Brothers, like Ultimate, and we were playing it. And he's like, it's this game. You really like this game, remember? The N64? Like, you like it. Like, you should play it. And so we were playing it, and he's like, you should stream. And I think I was like really depressed during those times. I was like really unhappy with myself.
Yeah.
And he's like, you would like it. Like, you'd be good at it. And I'm like, no, 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 no. And he bought me a capture card.
That was nice.
And I was like, fuck. Like, now I have to. I was very excited. We set it up the same day. It was like July 4 or something like that. July 2, July 4. We set it up that same day. I played Donkey Kong Country. No mic, no cam. It was literally just the gameplay, just to test it out. Like, he had just gotten me the capture card. And so I played that, and I was like, ooh, this is fun. Like, okay. My first stream was not even under the BirdyVee username. My first stream was under the username Wanna Play, like that.
Okay.
And I don't know if it was like 2 N's or Play had like a second Y. I don't know if I was able to get Wanna Play like that. But yeah, that was my first stream. And I started liking it. So then I bought a mic, and then I started using my laptop cam. And then, I've been on and off. But I think I continue to stream now because it's fun for me. I really like putting new things on the stream and like testing them out to see how they work and trying different things to see how people kind of like react to it, to see what works for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as of right now, it's not like, oh, I want to make this a thing, but I'm dipping my toes in to see if like maybe it could possibly be actual like full-time thing in the future. So for now, it's just the fun. It's the fun and playing games that people like to see. Because sometimes I'll be playing things like Mafia, which, like, I'm known for streaming Smash. So I'll play Mafia and someone will be like, "Oh my god, like you're playing Mafia? I love that game." And then I'm like, "Oh yay! Oh my god, me too!" Like let's like geek out over Mafia or like Diddy Kong Racing or whatever. So I think that's like what kind of keeps me going.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's awesome. Yeah, your boyfriend really helped you. Like that's an additional hobby now. Like, hey, there you
Oh yeah,
go.
he
So,
did.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
he definitely did.
Yeah, yeah, that's really awesome. What so far? What was your best compliment that you've received on Twitch?
Oh my God, the best compliment I've ever gotten is people telling me they like my production. Like when someone tells me they like my production, I want to cry. When they're like, "Oh my God, like you did this thing that when I click this, it does that, or when I type this, your stream does that." Like that's so cool. Like, wow, like you're a cool streamer. Like you do really cool things. When somebody says that, I'm like, yes, 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 yes. Like I love it.
Yeah,
That's what make those are the biggest compliments that I really, really appreciate. Because I do spend time on like making things work and like making the stream do things. So when they say things like that, then I'm like, yeah, so I'm doing.
yeah.
How about you?
Mine.
I'm curious on your answer on that one. Yeah.
One of the best compliments that I received, and viewers come and go, and that's just how it is. But like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
this one guy, he, I forgot what I was doing, but I remember I was eating like a sandwich on stream while I was playing some Smash. I was streaming away. He goes,
Hmm.
I forgot how to lead to this topic, but he goes, I don't just come here to watch Smash. He goes, I come here to watch your character because it's nice and it's calm, and I just like that about you.
Aww.
And so I thought, oh, that's really really cool. So I was like, thumbs up, man. I was going that's I was not prepared for that compliment, but man, I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nice to hear that. You're like, oh, it's not the only the game, it's me, you know?
Yeah.
It's the person. And you're just like, oh, like it feels so nice. I love
Yeah.
that.
It is
I love that.
great. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Um so let's see. What how's your perspective over the years changed on Twitch? Like your perspective of the platform, how's that changed from the time you started to now?
Honestly, like it's changed a lot. When I first started streaming, it was very much like my approach was like an I don't give a fuck approach where I don't promote myself that much. I'm not posting every day that I'm going live. I'm not putting it in my Instagram that I'm going live because the what I wanted to give off was I'm just here and I'm just streaming. And I felt like if I promoted myself, it came off as like desperate, which is not true. But that's how it came off to me when I first started streaming. So like my goal was to have this very I don't care who's here, I don't care who's watching attitude. I'm gonna play what I want to play kind of thing. That's how it started.
Yeah.
Then hi Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Then then I had this moment. It was about a month and a half, not even a month and a half, a month where I don't even know which year it was. I want to say like 2022, end of 2022 or beginning of 2023. I forget. Where I kind of blew up randomly. Like I started getting really large like numbers off of no raids. Like I'd be like averaging 80, 90 people with no raids, just playing quick play. And I
Hmm.
freaked out. Like I actually freaked the fuck out. I was like, what the fuck? Like I'm so anxious and nervous. Like, oh my God, people are watching. And then I started getting all like, oh my God, like I care, I care, I care. Um, oh my God, it's not at 90 anymore. It's not at 80 anymore. Now I'm at 60. Now I'm at 70. Now I'm at 50. Like I was having this moment because like I randomly just started blowing up. And then I stopped streaming.
Yeah.
I
Did
took a break.
That was actually going to be one of my questions. Is like, do you know how you blew up? Like, what did it just? I mean, you said you got it off of no raid, so
Yeah, no, like though that like 90 viewers, 80 viewers, where I was just averaging it, those some of those, not all of them, but some of those streams came off with just 0 raids, and I was getting confused, like what was happening. Like, was Twitch just putting me like at the top of the algorithm, or like I didn't know what was going on. But I started getting really nervous. So I took a break. I don't know why that happened. I had really good streams here and there when I
yeah.
get rates from my friends, but that was what made me nervous about those numbers, were that it was off of no raids. So
Okay.
I was like, oh my God, like what's happening? Like this is a lot of people. I'm getting nervous, you know. I stopped streaming. I took like
It's
a break.
it's more than what you're
Um,
used to.
More than what I'm used to. So I took
Yeah.
the break. Um, I took the break for a lot of reasons. That was for one of the reasons, because I was confused about what I wanted out of streaming.
Mhm.
And I wanted to stay true to myself. So I took the break. Then I came back. Now that I'm back, and I'm kind of in that same boat where I was at the beginning, where it's I don't really care um, about, not that I don't care about numbers. I don't give into what other people want me to do
Mhm.
just to keep a person in my stream or keep a viewer in my stream. I've gotten a lot more, I'll ban you if I don't like something you said. I'm not going to cater to like a viewer's needs just because they're in my stream all the time and they're asking me to do something that I just don't want to do, but I've got to do it. There's people who will do it. Is it right or wrong? I don't know. I think that if you want to do well here, you have to do that. You have to give in and do things your child wants you to do. You have to do these things. That's the whole point. That's how you are going to grow. But again, I'm in that same boat again as the beginning, where I don't want that to be the way I get where I get. I want to try to see if I can continue to do good, staying true to myself and not doing what other people want me to do, kind of thing. And see
Yeah.
what happens and see if I can do it without, you know, doing what the rule book says kind of like that you have to do, I
Yeah.
guess.
I gotcha. Okay. That's a good mentality to have, especially like when people, especially the manipulators are like, oh, you got to do this, you got to, oh, you can't do that. Whatever. Okay, just
Yeah, I had a really, really good um I can't even say we were friends, but like he was a really good viewer that put in a lot of effort to like be there during my streams. We had this like Minecraft server, and he did so much work on the server, and he was so kind, and he made so many like funny like memes for me to use on stream. But I told him no on something, and it was like this big problem, and he never spoke to me again, and
hmm,
that was the end of it. And I was like,
huh.
I'm not gonna do something that I what happened was I said I'm not doing any song requests right now, and he's like a regular viewer, so I was like, no song requests, I'm not doing it. Then I had somebody brand new that came to my stream that had rated me for the first time,
Okay,
and they're like, oh, are you doing song requests? I'm like, no, I'm not doing song requests, but because you're new here and you rated me, I'll give you one.
just
He
one.
didn't like that. That viewer did that regular viewer didn't like that I said no song requests to him and to everybody else, and then told this person, okay, I'll give you one.
Uh,
That's what the problem was. And you can't let people control you. Like, you just have to do what you want to do for your stream, and if someone leaves, they leave. Like, that's
yeah,
it. Let them go find a home. There's a million streamers out there. They'll find another home.
yeah. Well, I admire that. I admire that you're sticking true to yourself. So,
Have you
and
ever had that where has that happened to you? I'm sorry to cut you off. What were you
no,
saying?
that's okay. No, I was just gonna say I admire what you're doing, and that's basically I was just gonna. But yeah, what were you asking?
I was gonna ask if you had a moment where you had to stay true to yourself, knowing that it might cost you like a viewer, or I don't know, like something like that. Or do you feel like you've had like a pretty good balance and no one's really tried to overstep with you?
I think that for the most part, I'm pretty dang good at, if I don't want to do something, like, let's just say
Yeah.
somebody says, now, personally, I'm the type of person who, not to be like super religious or anything like that, but like if somebody goes, "Hey, Devin, I want to see you play Bayo or Kazuya," and I'm just like, well,
Right, right.
yeah, but there's like moral reasons for me not wanting to play those characters and so on and so forth. Nobody's like ever
Yeah.
said, "Hey, I want you to play that character. Come on, man, play that character. Come on, come on." And they just keep pushing me. Nobody's done that, but
Yeah.
I would never want to, you know, say that, hey, I believe in, I believe in something, I believe there's somebody bigger than all of us, and go, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play this other thing that kind of contradicts that, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. So I've never
Yeah.
had that happen, but I have, yeah, no, I haven't had, to the best of my memory, nobody
Okay.
said that. But yeah, so
Great.
great, yeah, 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 great. But
Great.
I have had some people though, like suggest, hey, Devin, can you do some free for alls? Now, personally, me, free for alls and doubles, not, it's not my cup of tea. But hey,
It's
I know
not my
it's,
cup of tea either. I hate it with a passion. Hate it with a passion.
yeah, I'll play it every once in a blue moon. Like, I'm
Mm.
okay with like maybe playing it once or twice a year. Um, but after that, I'm just
Right.
like, nah, I'm done. I'll do one-on-ones. This isn't like, this game is not like Overwatch or anything. You're not gonna be playing on a team. You're playing yourself versus
Yeah.
the other, your opponent. So
Exactly.
that's just how it is. But I came up with a subscriber goal to play free for alls once on stream, and then I also played.
So it's a win-win for you both. It's
Yeah,
a win-win for you both when you do that. See,
yeah,
I like that.
yeah, yeah. So that's the only way I'm going to play free for alls. Okay, we need those subs, but in order
Yeah.
to do so,
No, totally. Because it's like, I get that because what I also do is I have a best of five redeem on my stream because I don't like doing open arenas. And that's been like a challenge with me is that I used to do them all the time. I barely do them anymore because I don't like doing them. And there are people who come in all the time, oh, open arena, open. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm not doing open arena. But where I win and where the viewer can win is they save up the points, which means they're in my stream lurking or watching, which means they might get to know me more,
hmm.
whereas they wouldn't beforehand.
Okay,
And then they can also use their points to redeem the best of 3 or 5, which they get what they want, you know?
yeah,
So it works just like you're doing with the sub goal and stuff. So
yeah.
that's one way, you know. So yeah, you are doing it too. You're staying true to yourself because fuck free for all, especially with items on, like get out of here.
Oh gosh, with
Jesus
items.
Christ.
I know. I'm just like, no items
Yeah.
here. Unless of course it was Final Smashes, then but
Oh,
even then,
forget about it.
even then. But King of the Wind says, I stopped playing Kazuya because he was too difficult, and I prefer Lucario. I love Lucario. I love seeing Lucario. I'll play as Lucario any day
Mhm.
you want me to play Lucario. So yeah, I didn't realize how cool his character design was until like 2017 when I was playing Smash 4. I was like, you know,
Kazuya's?
no, Lucario.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought Lucario. I was like, huh. I never realized this character's got a cool design. I'm gonna start playing as him. And originally the thought was I'm gonna play as Lucario just as to warm up, and then after that I'm just gonna be like playing my other characters. And then it turned into, no, I really like this character. I'm gonna play him as him. I'm gonna main him as one of my mains. And so, yeah. But then Ultimate happened.
But then Ultimate
Yeah,
happened.
and the Ultimate happened. I was like, great, Nintendo, thanks for making Lucario way more technical than he was, but still
Oh,
love
was he
seeing.
not beforehand?
He wasn't really that technical in Smash 4.
Okay.
Like he was a very balanced character. He was more like a Street Fighter character,
Oh,
versus now.
interesting.
Yeah. But that's all I remember out of it. There was still a lot of aura spheres that you had to use, but yeah, it was just the
Hmm.
way that he plays in Smash 4 was like, not the same. Um, It's
I heard
based
Corn
off.
was great in Smash 4.
Oh yeah, Corrin was great. Yeah, he was actually over. They had a nerf Corrin in Smash Four. He was that good.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, but yeah, his counter was really amazing. His forward smash was super good. What else was good? I think his up smash was pretty good. Not a big hitbox, but it was still good.
Mm.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
a lot of good things. Based off of Anubis from Egyptian mythology. Here's the thing: you once you master the tech, it's pretty easy in my opinion, but it can be a little difficult for others though. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Lucario or Lucario.1, that guy's really good at Lucario. Like, man,
So how do you feel about people that say Lucario?
how do I feel about people who say about
Lucario instead of Lucario.
Lucario? I don't know. It's another way to pronounce it.
Would it bother you if like someone kept saying Lucario?
No, I just wondered why, and then I realized, oh, okay, Lucariot, Lucariot.
I say Lucario until I got bullied into saying Lucario.
Oh, well, there's also other people who say Mario. Like I've heard somebody a few times in New York. He was like, "Oh yeah, I've played Mario Sunshine." I was like, "Mario."
Shut up. No way. I'm that Mario?
I
Oh
heard it too.
man.
Yeah, I was like, Mario. That's an interesting way to say it, but hey, if you want to say Mario, all power to you.
Yeah. Mario. Same difference, huh?
Yeah, yeah, same difference exactly. I like King of the Winds speculations. Married to Peach O.
Then I
Um,
said something about my mother.
Net, yeah, Mary O. Mary O. Wait, what's that last name? O'Connor? I don't know, but
Is it? I don't know.
but yeah. So let's go ahead and move into the slightly darker side of the stream now.
All right.
So my question is, what are your most annoying technical issues that have happened to you in the past when streaming?
Oh, oh my God. I mean, Devin, like technical issues will literally biggest fucking buzzkill. Biggest fucking buzzkill. My worst technical issues, I think, is that I had an issue with OBS because of the way that I stream. My mic is actually processed through Adobe Audition and then
Okay.
processed to OBS. So because of that, there is a slight delay in the audio, which I have to sync with my video.
Hmm.
So I have to actually delay my video on OBS. So when I speak, it's synced up. Now with OBS, what happens sometimes is that as you stream 4 hours, 5, 6, 7, it starts to offset again. Like it's offset incorrectly. You will basically get something called like audio drift,
Hmm.
where when I talk and the audio, they're not coming out at the same time anymore, even though they were at the very start of the stream. That's not supposed to happen.
Hmm.
Um, and I've talked to OBS about it. Other people have had that issue too. They haven't really narrowed down why it happens, but it does happen sometimes over time. Sometimes I'll stream for 8 hours, no drift. It stays exactly as how I've said it. Sometimes I'll stream for 3 hours and there's like a half a second drift and you can tell.
Hmm.
And I hate that because I'm so particular and I'm such a perfectionist with that kind of stuff. So when I look back on my stream, I'm like, ugh, like, why did that happen? And like, something that's been happening that my viewers have been telling me is, oh, I feel like your Smash audio and the Smash video are not synced up. But then I'll go
Yeah.
look at the VOD and they are synced up. So I think sometimes when people are like, oh, I refreshed my browser and it fixed the problem. Like, why does that fix the problem? There's like these weird technical issues that I can't narrow down the problem, so I can't fix it. It's just one of those things that either sometimes it's working normally, sometimes it's not.
You
That
think maybe
pisses me
it's
off the
like
most.
the RAM usage, or maybe the GPU?
I have a beefy computer, but like at the
Uh,
same time, like I'm sure we might be bottlenecking somewhere. There might be something that's just using so much
yeah.
RAM or and memory, and I'm not realizing it.
Could be
Um,
Windows processes or something like that, maybe.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one bad thing about Windows. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and create this, let's run this bloatware and haha. And it's like, oh,
yeah.
okay. All right. Dude,
So that's
seriously.
like a big one.
Yeah.
How about you? Curious about you on
Dropped
that.
frames. Dropped frames in OBS. Um,
Oh, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
I can tell you all about it. I'm afraid my viewers are gonna
Oh
go,
man.
"Uh oh, here's Devin starting back up on the dropped frames
Mm.
again." But you know, it is.
It
Let's put it.
hurts.
It does.
Okay? It
It
hurts.
hurts so bad, and it's like I just want to stream my content and give you the premium quality stuff. That's what I want to do. Let's just
Yeah.
say that there was an internet issue that happened for 3.5 months, and that was not fun. So yeah, yeah,
Three and a
not
half months.
3.5 months, twice last year.
I am so sorry.
Oh yeah,
I would
no,
cry. I would cry.
no, you're good. You're yeah. Well, yeah, it was frustrating, but yeah, it's crazy though. Like, yeah, man, it is something else. So, how do you deal with like how do you deal with the more uh odd viewers in your chat who can kind of tell they're trying to hurt your community, and let's just say like it's obvious, or maybe it's something subtle and you start to catch on like, okay, maybe this guy is just being, you know, being that guy in the stream. Like, how do you handle that?
I think in the beginning, it was like I was never 100% sure. So I'd let them keep talking for a bit until I felt like they were actually trying to be like annoying. And then I'd be like, okay, I feel like I should ban this person. I think they're trying to be annoying. And it's not hard when it's someone I don't know, but sometimes there are people who like have been there for a while and they're just kind of crazy, and it's not towards me, but like the things they say are just like too fucked up, and I'm like, I'm
Oh
sorry,
yeah.
like I told you to stop like a million times. Like you can't keep talking like this, you know?
Oh yeah.
But it hasn't been too hard. Like I said, there was that one person that like stopped coming, but that wasn't like, oh, I had to ban them or anything. They just stopped coming because they had an issue with the whole song request thing. But other
Yeah.
than that, um, I think it's been pretty simple and easy to like ban people. I do, like I said, let some people like carry on for a little bit because I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it's going. And it's the worst feeling when you don't know. So you're waiting for them to chat again and you're like anxious. You're like, what are they going to say? Like, you know, because it can ruin a stream. It could ruin like the vibe.
Yeah.
But it's been pretty easy for me, like, to get rid of people actually. And I don't have that many weirdos. I have a lot of
It's good.
like security from Twitch's rules. You can set people like, oh, they have to have had their account for 6 months before talking. They have to have a verified email address before talking. So when I have those, I get very little amount of like trolls and like bad people.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot,
Well, that's good.
fortunately.
I'm glad you don't have a lot. I'm very glad that you know,
Yeah.
because you know some people experience mostly the good side of things, like you and I both, and then
Yeah.
there's like a lot of people who have experienced the bad side of
Oh
Smash 2,
yeah.
and so yeah, it's like wow. Um, Now somebody told me once. Okay, this is interesting. Somebody told me once that this one
Yeah.
toxic person came into your stream. You took a snippet of it, put it on Twitter, and submitted it to like TOs at a tournament, and then got them banned from like tournaments. Is that true?
No.
No. Oh, that's
No,
not
that
true.
wasn't me.
No.
No, I've
Okay.
never gotten anyone banned from a tournament. I What I did one time was I was doing a crew battle with I don't even remember what the crew's name was, and they had RM8 on their crew.
Okay.
and I had a player who was shield sparking,
Okay.
waiting for our mate taunt so they could taunt to start because she had to SD. My player Rose had to SD once or twice, I don't remember.
Okay.
They SD and they're like they taunt and then they're shield sparking. They're like waiting for our mate to taunt. He doesn't taunt. He just starts playing, and I guess like Rose was confused, and then Rose gets 0 to death, and then she's like, "I thought we were supposed to taunt," and our mate was streaming, and he made everyone come to his stream. He started like talking shit to me and to Rose,
Hmm.
and then like I posted a clip of that on Twitter at like night, and like I had just started streaming. I was like new. No one had talked to me like that. No one had ever talked to my player like that before. I was like sensitive. And so
Yeah.
I was like, who the fuck is this? Like, why would you talk like this to someone? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, blah, blah, blah. And then Technicals quote tweeted it. And then Ricky Berwick replied to it too. I don't even know. Do you even know who that is? I didn't know who it is until Ricky Berwick replied to it. But he has like a shit ton of followers on Twitter, and he's like this disabled
Wiki?
guy that
Oh,
yeah, like basically made fun of me and told me to go touch grass because I was being sensitive over something like stupid.
huh.
And that is what happened, and no one got banned about anything.
Huh.
No, that was it. That
Huh.
must have been somebody else.
Yeah, it must have been somebody else then. Huh.
Yeah, no, I've
I
never gotten anyone banned.
I don't know who Wiki is, but okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I wonder why that's weird.
Yeah,
Um,
that to me sounds like a possible Mela Bunny story. So you might want to ask her because she might have had a situation like that.
maybe. Yeah, maybe that's what it
Yeah.
was. Um, what's what's your biggest concern when it comes to streaming?
Like if I can be real, I have two big concerns.
Mhm.
My first big concern is that I think there are some people in every stream, also in my stream, who have a really difficult time having a conversation without calling other people names or me names or labeling me as something or labeling somebody in the chat as something. And my biggest concern is that I will say something and it's going to be taken out of context. And someone's going to say, oh, Birdy's like this and Birdy's like that because she said this thing. And it's like, so that's like a concern for me that I feel like I can't really talk about some maybe hot topics that because of that reason, because I feel like people might just like take it up the ass or not try to think about what it is I'm saying and to have like a conversation. So I realized that, okay, I can't have like some conversations on my stream. Like I just have to keep some stuff to myself. And my second biggest concern, which is like a legit concern, is I try really hard not to like come off like super sexy or anything. Like I don't be posting thirst traps or anything like that. And so where my concern is like I try really hard, but at the same time there are still people who I think like they develop this relationship with you and they think like it's more than what it is.
Yeah.
And so like my fear is that parasocial relationship because that
Oh
one
yeah.
person that stopped talking to me had that parasocial relationship that was like, oh, we're friends. Like, how could you do that? Like, you told me no, and like we're friends, and I do this for you. And I was like, oh my god, like, what on earth made you think that we're besties? Like,
Yeah.
you know. So
That's
it's things like that. Those are like my two biggest concerns. So it's tough because there's people who will like DM me like every day and be like, hey, let's play Smash. Let's play Smash. And they're not kids. They're not like 15 years old where I'm like, oh, they're a kid. Like they want to play. It's like people that are like not that much younger than me that like want to play all the time. And I'm like, what makes you think that I have every single day I am free to play Smash with you for 2 hours? And like, so that's my fear. I try to keep like a distance if I feel like someone is getting way too close. or trying to know way too much personal information about me.
Oh yeah.
So that's a big concern for me.
It's like
How about you?
they must live with their parents still. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like I've been good because like I said, like I don't try to confuse people or lead people on, but no matter what, like, you have fun with people, you make friends with people, and then sometimes people cross like that boundary and you just have to always keep it in check. Like,
yeah,
I think that's like a concern too.
yeah. Well, for me, my mind's going blank. So for my biggest concern is just the drop streams. It's the drop frames again.
Shut the fuck up, Devin. I'm dead. He's like, honestly, like.
but if you gotta switch it up though,
It's just drop frames, man. The drop frames.
the
he's
drop frames,
traumatized.
gosh, dang it! I'm so paranoid. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a trauma bond.
It's trauma, guys. It's trauma. But
It's trauma.
I mean, I can always, it's. I mean, I'm in the tech field, so it's not like that big of a deal. But like when I run out of resources, it's like, well, now I gotta call my internet company. So
Yeah.
not fun. But no, my other biggest concern is I guess it's kind of like failure has never been something that I'm afraid of. Like, I'm not really afraid of failure.
Right.
I've failed on a few different things before, and so we've all been there, we've done that. But I guess I kind of already faced it, whereas like
Yeah.
failure has nothing to do with this, where people have told me, so the one of the most condescending things that you can do when is if you critique a professional artist or if somebody who's in the freelance business, kind of not good if you don't have an artist portfolio to show what you to show what you're capable of. So when you're the one who's critiquing other people, and trust me, I've had to learn this when I was younger, in my early 20s.
Yeah.
Like, don't ever critique somebody who's better at that one thing than you are, unless if you can show that you are. Don't do it. Because and so I kind of have faced that concern before, where there was a couple of people, but I had something prepared though. I had something prepared for them, and they got slapped down. So yeah, I don't want that happen. But that was one of them though. That was absolutely one of them. So
can you tell me a little bit more about that? It's like, are you kind of talking about comparison or
not comparison? So
okay.
when you're giving feedback on an illustration or a design, okay, you're looking at all the graphical elements within an image, and you go, well, this is good and that is not good. Here's what you can do better. If you're a professional, if you're on the same level as I am, if you're even like better than that, then fine. That's cool. Like somebody could come in. I don't care if T's. Yeah, I don't know if you know T's, the graphic designer for Smash Brother Esports or Smash Brother.
Okay.
He does mainly banners, is what he does. I don't care if he gives me feedback. In fact, I've actually asked him before. I was like, hey, what do you think of this graphic? And so, then it just comes down to, okay, how am I going to handle that critique and whatnot? Now, it's, you still got to be careful with how you handle certain situations. But this kid, though, one time I posted on the Photoshop Discord server, just decided I was going to share my work. And so there was this 2D illustration that I made. And so it had some depth of field to it. And so he goes, hey, you really shouldn't add depth of field to this illustration, and it has too much grunge in it. And so this was a kid. I could tell the way he was talking. This is actually kind of a funny story too, because I started processing that. I'm like, wait a second, that kid doesn't know what he's talking about at all. And so I started asking questions. I said, okay, how many years of experience do you have in graphic design and illustrations? And he goes, I have 1 year. And at the time I had 12. So I'm like, okay, Do you have a
I'm
portfolio?
dead.
Yeah. He goes, do you have a portfolio? Or I said that, and then he goes, no, I just helped out with a friend of mine on a graphic, and I said, kid, listen,
Yeah, listen.
when you have a portfolio, when you build a portfolio that is as good as mine or better, then
Yeah,
you can critique my work. Okay. And so then we started
yeah.
talking about this back and forth, oh, funny. So he goes, oh, but you can trust me though. I know I don't have a portfolio, but I'm a cracked graphic designer. That's what he said. He goes, I'm a cracked graphic designer. As soon as he said that, I'm like, okay.
Cracked graphic designer. What is
he's,
that?
he's apparently a super good graphic designer, except in very unprofessional terms. Yeah, and so I did. I definitely hit him with that, and I said, listen, one of these days you're gonna understand, but I'm telling you, man, you are not better than me. Okay, just back off. And he goes, you can't. You're not taking it very, very well. Except I said it. I forget exactly how I said it, but basically that's what I said. Anyway, yeah, that's
You
how
know
the
what's
conversation. Yeah.
like about what you just said right now, that it can be scary, is that when somebody does give you that critique and you actually roll with it and you like base your like worth on what your product around what this person said, which you didn't, because you're like obviously like you have no experience. But like there's people who are like, oh my god, this person said this thing and blah blah and I'm not doing it right, and then you just start like you spiral from one person's words, and it's like so crazy, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. But it was kind of funny though. It was funny, but it was also like I was kind of annoyed, but it was also funny, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah, I'd
it's
be
like a
annoyed
mix of the
too.
two. And I was like, this wasn't so bad. I stuck up for myself like super well there
Hmm.
without being too immature about it. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just the crazy things that people do, and man, I've had to learn not to do it. Like I said, when I was younger, because man, I got bit too. It is
Yeah.
you don't ever do it. But jumping back into the lighter moments of streaming, what was your most memorable moment in your stream career?
I had so many. Let me think what's like my most memorable. I have a lot, Devin. I don't know. I think like one memorable moment was when Kev Bayless came into one of my streams. Like he's like the guy who like created Diddy Kong and like Donkey Kong and stuff.
Really?
Um yeah, yeah. And like he randomly, I don't know how the fuck, like how, where, when it happened, but he came while I was playing Diddy Kong Racing, and now we're like not friends, but like we talk and like here and there, and like he'll message me and say, "Oh, watch this show, it's really good," or "We're gonna have a tour in the U.S. one soon," things like that. And it feels like so weird
Hmm.
that because he came into my stream, like the literal creator of like my childhood is there in my stream, and now I'm like on a speaking term basis with him.
Huh.
You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
it's so weird. So like that's very memorable for me. And I think it just kind of goes to show at the same time that here in this, hey, it's tip top. Ow. Sorry. It just goes to show that like with like today's social media, like you can really almost have like a connection with anybody if you really try. So that was really memorable to have him come into one of my streams. Um, I think another thing that was really memorable was getting like my first Hungry Box raid. I was like
Oh,
jumping
okay.
up and down. I was like so excited. I was jumping up and down, and so that was really fun. And I think like my first like big donator, that was like really memorable too. Like, I think I
Hmm.
like started crying or something.
Yeah.
Um, but those three were like I think memorable ones that like stick out in my head. But yeah, what about you?
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. So man, the developer of like a character is so he's like he designed the character for your design Donkey
Yeah.
Kong, the character. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. He created Diddy Kong. He created Diddy Kong, and he basically perfected Donkey Kong, because Donkey Kong was created a very long time ago. But the Donkey Kong we know and love now, like he's the one who like designed it. Kev Bayless. So it's super cool. It's very
Yeah.
cool. It's very weird, and like that's a very memorable moment for me. I was like, oh my god, like Kev Bayless is in my stream. Like this is so crazy. Um, it was so fun. Yeah,
Cool.
it was cool.
Yeah, that sounds freaking amazing. I'd love that. I'd be like, or like, what if like the character designer for Yoshi came into my stream? I'd be like, hey, that's kind of cool. I'd love to.
Literally,
I'd be down to hang out.
like how cool would that be? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, right. Yeah, I had. You know what's interesting is last Thursday. Um, so so I added. Okay, I added the Smash for You bot, as I usually do, and so I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, I'm gonna have best of threes last Thursday, and decided, well, let's go ahead and do the use. Okay, join
Okay.
channel in the Smash for You bot. I'm streaming away,
Right.
talking. I see this person in my chat, didn't know who it was at the time, but just assumed that, hey, another viewer, cool, awesome, get to hang out with this person.
Okay.
And this person, I asked, hey, I said, hey, do you play Ultimate competitively or do you play casually? They go, you know what? I don't play this game at all, but I'm the developer for the Smash 4U bot. I was like, that
Oh
was
no
so cool.
way!
Yeah. It
Wait,
was
the
like,
developer of the Smash for You bot doesn't even play Smash?
I was like a little surprised by that myself. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's interesting." But you created this the Smash for You bot, and you don't play the game. Okay, all right, whatever. But yeah, I don't know the rhyme or
That's so
reason. It was so
cool.
cool. Yeah, I was like, "Hey, that's kind of cool." So we started talking, and this developer was giving me these tips on like how to use the bot a little bit more effectively. So
Ooh, okay.
they were saying, hey, so I see that well, he didn't really say, I see that your viewers keep having to like type in exclamation mark arena, but basically that's what they
Right.
were implying. They go, I have a better idea for how you can do this. They said, if you type in exclamation mark arena ID, um, and then type in your arena code, then the Smash for You bot is going to register that. So every time it's your next viewer's turn, then it's going to automatically display the arena ID and the passcode. And I was like,
So you don't have to next it and then do exclamation point arena. It'll just
yeah.
do it when it's like, oh, that's so amazing.
It is. I was like, that is super convenient because
Yeah.
a lot of my viewers would ask, hey, what's the arena ID? Hey, what's the passcode? What is this?
Yeah.
So, and I would keep having to tell them, well, it's, if you type in exclamation mark arena now, they don't even have to do that anymore. It's just there.
So great.
Yeah.
Is
So,
it is such a quality of life thing for the streamer and for the viewer, but like for the streamer, you're just less work, less stress. The more you can automate things on the stream, the better, you
oh
know?
yeah,
It's great.
it is
It's great.
great. I 100% agree. What's
Love it.
the most desirable thing that you want for your stream?
Ooh.
Like, what's
Most
the
desirable.
yeah? Like maybe it's another feature on your stream that you want, or could be another channel
Okay.
reward or an emote, something like that.
I want to I already automate a lot of stuff for my crew battles. I want more automation for it, so like that would be like a big desire. And like when I mean automation, it's like when I ping my Discord and I say, "Hey, we're having a SDS crew battle on Thursday." The people who like put the thumbs up are people who can make it. My software, I use Sammy. It's called Sammy.
Mhm.
Sammy will take all the reactions from everyone
Okay.
and compare it to like a sheet that I have created and say, oh, like money underscore Mike, put a thumbs up. And money underscore Mike, we're gonna nickname him Money Mike. So there's no underscore there. It takes out the underscore. And Money Mike plays Bayo.
Okay.
And so when we play the game, and I have my little intro with all the birds, it'll display Money Mike's name on the intro. And if we win, it'll display Money Mike's name in the credits, and a Bayonetta will like walk by as part of the
Okay.
credits. So I have a lot of automation there. I want to do even more automation when it comes to in-house crew battles and make things easier with like the division of the teams. So what I would want to do next for my stream is that when people click exclamation point join, it grabs all the players, randomizes them two different teams, and then creates two different teams. And then when I do my intro, has the intro for the two different teams. That's gonna take a while to like get going, but it's something I would love to have. That's a little bit more of just like a technical thing. That's like a lot of work that I don't feel like doing. That like I kind of wish I just had already set up and ready to go. But
Yeah.
something that I'd want next to my stream is to play more games, more different games. To continue playing different games, like that's something like I would want to do.
That makes sense too. I could totally understand that. And so yeah, like yeah, more having a variety. It just seems like, it just seems like more, you can take. And some people like being variety streamers. Let's just put it that way, And,
Yeah.
and I think the more you grow, the more you can kind of build that audience. And so, and you don't get like burnt out with like one or two games, So I get that.
Right. It's so important. Like, if you don't feel like playing Smash, don't play it. But a lot of people will continue to play it because they feel kind of like locked in, because they know if they play a different game, the viewers are gonna probably be cut in half, because you're known for playing, not you specifically, but people
Right.
are sometimes known specifically for playing mostly Smash. So the moment you switch up games, you have your viewers that like will watch you play anything, that love watching you play whatever, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have people who are like, I just want to watch Birdy's corn, and if she's not playing, I don't want to watch it. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
But you have to do what you want to do sometimes, so you're mentally sane. But
Right.
some people, they will push through, they will go through all the burnout, they will go through all the tough times, because they know that if they keep doing it the quote unquote right way, which is like what the viewers want, they can get ahead faster. So it's just up to how you want to do it. What's your style? What's your approach? There's no rule book. Like, yeah, there's ways to do things that might make you succeed faster, which have been tried and true. But maybe some people want to stay more true to themselves and see if they could do it that way. And how the fuck did we get here? I don't remember what you asked, but anyway.
It was like what feature you wanted on your stream?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got there.
Yeah.
For sure, escalator. That's a big one. It's a big one.
Yeah.
There are some times where it's like I'll be playing something else, like Minecraft. Ooh, Minecraft. That's when the chat gets really quiet. If I'm playing Minecraft, I got like maybe 6 people in there. No one's talking, but there's 6 people watching. Like, they don't have to talk. They are just enjoying watching you play, and they might write like 1 or 2 things if you die a funny death or whatever. So you have to just be aware that like, just because people aren't talking doesn't mean they're not enjoying. They can just be enjoying watching you, or feel so comfortable and say, wow, I feel so comfortable that I don't feel the need to constantly talk in the stream. I could just watch. And Birdy doesn't look like she's suffering. She looks like she's still having a good time, even with 1 viewer or 2 viewer or whatever it is. It's important to come off confident no matter what, even if you're not feeling confident.
Yeah, that is a really good point that you made there, because now that you bring it up, I do remember my earlier days where like I used to kind of base like the chat engagement on like how entertained are my users. Oh, if they're entertained, then that equals my chat is enjoying my content. But that's like, it's not always true. Like sometimes it's not, and I've had to learn myself that, hey, listen, sometimes their chat is going to get quiet because kind of like what you mentioned. That's the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep. Yep.
if that happens, it happens. It's totally fine. And so I'm
Yeah.
still like having to tell myself anytime, like maybe because sometimes my Thursday night chats will be kind of quiet. And it's
Yeah.
usually like 9:30 p.m. Eastern time is when the
Mm-hmm.
chat starts getting like really, really active. Actually 9 o'clock. So it's around that time. And I'm like, oh great, everybody's enjoying the stream, and then people start quieting down after I'm talking for a while, and then
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
so I've had to really train myself to go, it's fine, it's absolutely fine, especially like, so Rivals of Aether 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I like Rivals of Aether 2. I actually still kind of enjoy that game, and I still enjoy that game myself. But
Mm-hmm.
it's the fact that there has been some issues with balancing, and so like 3 weeks after I started that stream, or
Mm-hmm.
streaming Rivals on Wednesdays, because I was like, oh great, Rivals is out and everybody's gonna want to like see Rivals and whatnot, and that was kind of true. Like it
Yeah.
had, I think, 1.9K followers is what my photographic memory says, but I think that's what it was. And so we had a pretty active chat for those first 3 weeks, and then we had the internet issues, and then after I came back, like nobody wanted to watch a Rivals of Aether 2 stream. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
really though? Like, and so I kind of
Yeah.
dealt with that for a bit. I kind of
It's
stopped
hard.
streaming. It is kind of difficult. I stopped streaming Rivals 2 because like it's one of those games, like I like streaming it, but I like streaming it and hanging out with my chat at the same time, and having
Yeah.
even just like that one person, just having like one person who might say one or two things or have a full-blown conversation, like then I know,
Right.
okay, there's a good thing to stream. So now for me, I want to once again find another game to stream on Wednesdays, because right now I'm just kind of like, it's kind of whatever stream on Wednesdays now. So
Yeah.
yeah, so there's that. So that is a work in progress, but something tells me Metroid Prime 4 might be it for a while when it comes out. So man, that game looks
Okay.
so
That's
good though.
like a continuation from
Metroid
Dread?
Prime, actually Metroid Prime 3. It's its own series.
Oh,
So
got you.
yeah,
Okay. Got you.
yeah, super great series though. But yeah, so let's go ahead and let's get into
It
the
is a
game.
big deal, Escalator. It is.
Yeah,
It's a big deal.
entertaining six people in real life is a big deal. It's gonna reframe it to kind of like see it that way. I agree with you on that. Actually, I was talking to a streamer too last night, I think it was. No, it was the
Mm-hmm.
night before. And so night before, he goes, you know what? I would rather have like maybe one or two viewers in my chat who are extremely active in my chat, versus like 100 chatters who some of them are just like toxic. I was like, that is a
Yeah.
really good point. Really, really good
Oh,
point.
you know what that also brings up? And this isn't always the case, but more often than not, I've had streamers raid me, like, let's say someone raids me with like, I don't know, like 200 people, let's say. Literally no one will chat. No one will talk.
Uh
I'll have someone raid me with 3 people and all 3 people are actively talking. So so like
yeah.
what I'm trying to say is like, yeah, you can have a lot of people in your stream, but doesn't mean they're always going to talk. And then you can have 2 or 3 people in your stream and they're all talking like because they want to talk. Like I've seen so many people streaming to like 100 people, 160 people, and it's been 5 minutes and no one said a word. And that's
Mm-hmm.
not bad or good. It's not bad or good. I'm just saying that like we shouldn't equate numbers to engagement. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
saying, you'd rather have few people, be actually like engaging with you,
Yeah.
than maybe not. So there's a lot of different like moving parts. Maybe you got a lot of people and they engage. You got a lot of people and mostly don't engage. Maybe you have like 3 people, but they all engage, or you have 3 people and they none of them engage. So it's like it's like a little puzzle, and you have to figure out how you want to work your puzzle and like what you want for you and your stream.
Yeah.
Um, you know.
Yeah. That's also really good to point out as well. I've noticed this has actually been a trend now that you say it,
Yeah.
where like there will be people like rating another streamer and then like nothing happens out of it. It's like, why is nothing happening? Like, it's like
Yeah, they're just
eh,
lurkers,
yeah.
you know?
But then again, they kind of circles back to hopefully they're entertained. So, and
Exactly.
some of them leave. But that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Another question I was going to ask you before we head into the gaming specific questions. What
Yeah.
is the best suggestion to your that you have for any newcomers to streaming?
Okay. I think that it depends on what they want.
Mhm.
Like if they're like, "Hey, I want to start streaming and I want to be good at it and I want to foster a community." Like if they're actually trying if they're not just streaming to stream for their friends, or they're just, if they're trying to actually like get, maybe get somewhere with it and maybe create something out of it. I say, this is me though. Like every person has like their own thing that they think works best.
Mhm.
For me, it would be, make sure you're spending time with like your friends on their streams too, and like hanging out with them and chilling. Number one. Number two, make sure like your production is clean. If your computer can't handle 1080p 60 frames per second, do not stream at 1080p 60 frames per second. You could get away with 720. I stream in 720 most of the time, and I've never had a problem. So it's like, don't try to go all out with like your stream settings just for the sake of that, because I will look at some streams and I'm like, man, if you just streamed at 720, like 5,000 like KB or whatever, your stream would look so much nicer, and you wouldn't have all these artifacts that are like on your stream. You wouldn't be buffering a million times.
Mhm.
So I would say pay attention, like long story short, pay attention to like your settings on your OBS. Make sure you have good audio. Work on making sure your audio sounds good. I can't tell you how many times I have clicked away immediately after I go to someone's stream and all I hear is like like noise in the
Yeah,
background.
like
And
the
then when they
fan
talk,
noise.
the
Oh.
fan noise, or it's peaking. There are so many free plugins you can use to quiet down that noise. Like no money needed. You know what I mean? Like there's so many plugins you can use for that kind of stuff. And like that's a big one.
Yeah.
So I'd say for me, when like people ask me stuff like that, I get to the technical stuff. Make sure your mic sounds good. Make sure your production looks good. You know? Um Everything else you can learn and figure out, like how to behave, how to interact with people, things like that. But that's like my biggest thing, because when I that's how I click away, is when I go in and someone's audio is shit. I can't do it. Even if I love you, I will tab you, but I will bring down the volume as low as it can go. I won't mute you because I know that won't count as a view. I will like bring it down, and I can't listen to you.
Hmm.
Make sure your audio is good, and you're already like halfway there.
Yeah.
Yes, so true what Escalator said. People can forgive bad video. They will not forgive bad audio, which is why when I have a technical difficulty with my audio, I get so pissed. I get so mad.
And most lasting advanced advice that stuck with me. People can forgive bad video, but will not forgive bad audio. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, audio is.
I've heard that too.
Yeah, it's so important. I'm kind of like, I mean, I'm not gonna say I can't deal with bad audio, because honestly, like if I hear bad audio, I'm just like, okay, like especially with the background noise. If you don't have a noise suppressor, you're already at a loss, right? Kind of like what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta like really mess with that noise suppressor. So I second you on that one.
Yeah.
And then also like to add on to it, add an equalizer to the filters on your microphone in OBS. because if you add the equalizer, that's gonna work. Or you can use Birdie's method of using Audition, which I actually did not know you could do, and just
Yeah, yeah.
processing it through OBS. You gotta teach me how to do that. I'm curious.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so me personally though, audio is bad. I will leave, like I said, with background noise.
Right?
But the number one thing that I absolutely don't like at all
Let's hear
is,
it.
people have heard this before, but not everybody. When you distort the aspect ratio of either your capture card or your video. Okay. So let's say,
Okay, what do you mean?
so when you take an image or your video capture card, and let's say it's that in a 16:9 format, which it is,
Yeah.
you squish it into a 4:3 video, and then
Frame.
yeah, into a 4:3 frame, and then your characters, like their proportions, now the proportions are more oval.
I
To put in the simple,
hate that
I
so
hate it too. It's like,
much.
why are you doing that? That is the one thing where as soon as I see that, if your video is the aspect ratio is altered in any way, shape, or form, and if your characters like look very out of proportion, then yeah, I'm gonna leave.
Yes. Oh my God. So true. So true. Like Smash streamers do this a lot, and like they have like these overlays which are beautiful.
Yeah.
But number one, the space for the video is already small, and then for some reason it's not the 16:9 or 9:16. Is that what you said?
16:9. Yeah.
16:9. It's not 16:9. It's like a different size, and then so they squish it, and then like, what is happening here? How did this happen? Like, what? I hate it too. I'm right there with you, Devin. Like that was such a good example.
Yeah.
I hate that so
Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Oh
much.
man.
Horrible.
Yeah. Well, now to the gaming specific questions. What has been your most challenging tournament that you've streamed?
I have only hosted 2 tournaments.
Oh, you've only hosted 2 tournaments. Have you
I've
streamed like
only
any other
hosted
tournaments
2.
outside of it, or not?
Oh, like maybe been in a tournament and then streamed my tournament run?
Yeah.
Kind of?
Yeah. Like you're streaming your tournament run.
I don't think I ever streamed a tournament run before.
Oh, you haven't.
I'm trying to think. If I've ever streamed like one of my own tournament runs. I want to, but I don't know if I have. So I can't. I don't know if I could answer that question.
That's fine.
Well.
Well, let me ask you this. Like, what gaming modes do you like most on Smash?
Besides quick play, I like doubles. It's my favorite with team attack on. I really enjoy doubles with team attack on. Not randubs. Like I don't like randubs.
Oh, yeah,
when you go random, like fucking hate that shit.
Mm-mm.
But it's fun for me because we get to kind of like have fun and like synchronize on the spot and try to like come up with like fun things on the spot with like random people that you haven't really played probably with before. It is chaotic. I know some people are like, I can't handle doubles. It's just too hard. It's too much chaos for me.
Yeah.
But for me, it's so much more strategic and fun and just brings like this new layer of like fun to Smash. I don't know. I really like it.
Yeah.
I think I always really, really liked doubles, but it took it to like a whole new level when I would watch Send and Louis Money play in tournaments. I'm like, watching them is like watching art. Like I swear to fucking God. and I loved it even more after that.
Yeah. That's great. Mine, so let's see here. My favorite. Wait, hold up a second. Yeah, my favorite gaming series. Okay, hold up. I'm pulling a weirdo here. My favorite mode to stream myself. I like doing open arenas. That's
Mm-hmm.
kind of my favorite. I also like best of threes, but you gotta gotta know you gotta watch the time pretty closely when you're doing best of threes because like when you have that list that and if it's a big list like you gotta shut it
Yeah.
off at like an hour or so
You
before.
you
Yeah,
have oh my god. Biggest streamer mistake is they don't close the list as soon as they should. They don't realize how long they take.
yeah, yeah,
They don't realize how long best of threes actually take.
yeah, because they can take a while.
Yeah.
And then
Oh
if
yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
redeems that best of five channel reward, you're like, okay, this is gonna take about another 45 minutes.
No, seriously. No, you're totally right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
best of threes are fun. Best of threes
Yeah.
are fun. I think best of threes are fun because like, you have like a chance to kind of adapt after game one and kind of see who's the better adapter, you know?
Yeah. For
It's fun.
real.
It's
I've had like for real, I've had so many people I faced who were better at adapting. I remember going, why am I not winning this here? I remember when I was younger, I was like, why am I not winning this match? This is like so
yeah.
weird. It worked before. Why is it not working after? Well, here's the answer. They adapt, that's what they do.
Yeah.
So
It's a thing.
yeah, and I've had people have had to tell me that before. I'm like, this worked before. Yeah, but
Yeah.
they figured out a way. I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. It does. It really does.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's something to really consider is like what are they doing
Mhm.
now? You know. So yeah, who was the
You know what they also say? They say like to look at your opponent more than you should be looking at yourself, and that helped me so much.
Oh, same here.
Like to not look at myself and look at what my opponent's doing. Because I used to just look at me,
Yeah.
and then my opponent would be in my peripherals. But like now I look just at my opponent when.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, somebody told me that too. They're like, if you had an eye tracker, I bet you're looking at yourself all the time, and you're seeing your opponent in the peripheral. And they go,
Mm.
you can't make out what your opponent is doing in your peripheral as much as as when you're looking directly at them. But Game and Watch is such.
I was looking at that comment. I was like, wait, who plays Game and Watch though?
It's like, oh wait, that's
Who
right.
among your friends plays Game and Watch? You don't play Game
Yeah,
and Watch, right?
I don't play Game and Watch.
Yeah.
I used to play Pikachu though.
Fuck that guy. Pikachu.
Yeah, used to.
Oh, you play Escalator's like me.
It's like I do.
Oh, right, because we're talking about looking at herself. Okay, I just got what you meant later. I was like, wait, hold on. Right,
Oops.
right, right.
Yeah.
My bad, my bad.
You're good.
Ouch. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. All good. All good. So who's the most difficult player you've ever faced?
The most difficult player I've ever faced?
Yeah.
Ooh. Who have I played against that like I'm not even kidding, like this is not even a joke. I would say there's two people that like immediately popped into my head. TK Breezy on his Wii Fit trainer,
Okay.
which I played friendlies with
I've heard the
at
name.
one of the tournaments, like in person. And Marvelous Marco, like he like bodied my core in this Genesis.
Okay.
So they were like the hardest people I've ever fought. There are other people I've played and like, got bodied by, but not that intensely. Like those are two people that I'm just like, wow, I just could not even touch them. Kind of.
Yeah, I think we all
I took
had
a
those people
I
too,
took a
man.
stock off of base mage one time.
Oh, okay. Okay. I hear Base Mage is super good.
He is.
I've seen his gameplay. He does look like he's really really good. Yeah. I think the fate. Who is the hardest for? Oh no, that's not it. I was gonna say. I was gonna say Suarez when he was still playing Smash, but
Yoshi, right?
yeah, he played the blue Yoshi.
Right.
But actually, that's not true though. Who was the hardest one? Because I've faced some really difficult people. I know right now,
Mm.
the most difficult people in my stream, is Loco Lobo and Kayla. They haven't come back in a bit, but
Caleb's the Steve.
Kayla, with a
Oh,
A at the end,
Kayla. Okay,
yeah, she is
gotcha.
a Pac-Man player. Pretty
Ooh,
difficult. Yeah, she's pretty
yeah.
difficult. But also Jimmy is super hard. Like there are times where Jimmy Ultra Instinct. There are times where I can face him off and like
Hmm.
hey his number one thing is like if he can play faster than him, okay, like you're pretty good. But he's starting to get a
Okay.
lot better at that now. And so it's kind of crazy now trying to like find out, okay, how else can I get around this guy? So yeah,
Ultra's the Bowser.
he's a Link player. He also
Oh.
means he also means ages.
Oh, it also means it just okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He says he doesn't mean Link, but I watch him. And I'm like,
But
yeah,
but you guys know. You guys know the truth.
yeah. We know the truth. We know the truth.
Love it.
Yeah, I always tease him for it too. It's pretty funny. Um, let's see. So what was the first game that you've ever played in your entire life?
Oh my God. I think it was Mickey Mania on
Okay.
SNES.
Okay.
Um, Either Mickey Mania on SNES or Donkey Kong. Either oh, fuck, was it Donkey Kong? It was either Super Mario World, Mickey Mania, or Donkey Kong. I'm trying to remember what came first, my cousin's SNES or my SNES. Because if it was my SNES, then it was Mickey like that, like Mania, or this is crazy. You probably have never heard of this game in your entire life, Devin. SNES Formula One racing game. Let me just see what the name of that is. It's called Nigel Mansell World Champ.
Nigel?
Nigel Mansell World Champ.
Hmm.
Literally, I think that was one of those was my first game.
Hmm.
Either it's one of those or like Donkey Kong Country or Super Mario World. I know that's like four games, but I don't remember what the first one was.
Okay.
But is one of those four. Um Mickey Mania is low key so fucking fire. I'm not kidding you. It's actually a great game.
What's it about?
Um it's like Mickey traveling through his different like animations and stuff that he's been a part of. So there's like the Steamboat Willie
Okay.
level. There's like a Jack and the Beanstalk level because like and there's like the Prince and the Pauper level because he had like the Prince and the Pauper thing, like just different stuff like that. Like it's so it's a actually very cute game. And then Super Mario World and Donkey
Yeah.
Country. So
Yeah.
it's like
Okay.
those.
So it was
How about
Mickey
you?
Mouse. Okay. Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah,
First
literally, yeah.
first game I ever played was Mega Man. Mega Man Legends.
Mega
Um
Man Legends.
Mega
Oh, let
Man
me look and see
Legends.
this.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's a pretty solid PS1 game. And it was a 3D.
PS1. Okay.
Yeah, and it was a 3D
All
environment
right.
that you were in Mega Man. Now, all their other games were 2D, but I didn't know it at the time because I was a kid. And so, yeah, I was like, oh man, I love Mega Man. I just love the overall theme of it. And then my second game that I've ever played was Spyro.
Spyro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a
Okay.
great game too. I played the first Spyro and then I played the
Great
third
game.
one. Yeah.
Great game. Have you dabbled in the Spyro remakes that they made
I
of like the original?
I have. I have. It was
What'd you
great.
think?
The animations, the rebuilding the environments and the character
Yeah.
redoing the character designs too was sick. Like that stuff was the artists there, the 3D artists did
Uh-huh.
super amazing with the character modeling. The character designers themselves did super freaking amazing with adding personality uh
Yes.
to the dragons and everything. It was great. It was awesome. I mean, I love seeing the accessories that they wore and stuff like that. It was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, I agree. Because remember in the original, like there's maybe like, I don't know, 10 different dragons tops and they just changed the color of them.
Yeah, they just changed the
Um,
color. It was like, okay, great. Like some of them were like slimmer, and
yeah.
then like, that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
And the animations, you remember the animations? They would just go the eyes, and then the eyes would like go big and small, and then
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and then
The
they went
brows.
and the
Like would just like go up and down.
brows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting animation at the time. Good for the time. But then man, they when they reanimated everything, my gosh, it looks
Oh yeah.
so much more realistic. I mean, CGI has come a far ways. Far
Oh my
ways.
God.
Oh my gosh.
In
Right.
our own lifetime. Have you played Crash Bandicoot?
I haven't, but I've seen a lot of gameplay from it. But
Honestly, most people who have played Spyro have played Crash, or if you played Crash,
oh,
you've played Spyro, because they're not similar games, but
right.
they give the same vibe kind of. You should definitely check out Crash. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, actually, I take back what I said. I played Crash once. It was at
Oh,
like,
okay.
I think it was at a relative's house, but I can't really remember. It was like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I was like either a relative's house or it was probably at my parents' friend's house. I want to guess. I don't remember, but something like that. It was
I have a question for you.
sure.
I'm curious if you can choose any game to get like a full remake from the ground up, what game would it be?
Oh, that's a good question there. A lot of people have said this before, but I Metroid
Talk
Prime
to me.
2 is a game that I would love.
Really?
Yeah. If they could remake or just even remaster like Metroid Prime 2, because that series for the longest time I've always loved their vibes. Like even today, they still have such a good concept of like in this game to kind of give you a little context. So the Metroid Prime series is all about corruption. There's this element, it's called phazon.
Okay.
So this phazon is it causes both corruption, and it also causes mutation in
Okay.
aliens, but it also causes corruption in like people too. So it just causes all kinds of weird malfunctions. But anyway, so in Metroid Prime 2, what happens is this phazon is
Uh-huh.
in this it's on this planet, and what was it called? Oh, Aether is it called? I think it's called Aether,
Mm-hmm.
or is it anyway, it's like Aether or something like that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was Aether, because there was light Aether, there was dark Aether. So they had like a
Okay.
light world, so everything was like your typical here's a desert, here's this fortress, here's like a town, like an over like a world where you can like travel underwater, so a very
Ooh,
aqua
okay.
themed world, or place within the world. And so there's a light world, but then there was also the dark world, which a lot of people
Okay.
kind of like complained about the CGI and the artistic aspect of it, but actually I
Mm.
think it fits really really well, because the dark world, if you, there's these things called safe zones, okay,
Okay.
and so when you're in these safe zones, you're protected from the atmosphere. Well, what happens is when you get into the dark atmosphere, you start seeing these purple, like these really dark purple
Mm-hmm.
particles that are popping out of your armor, and
Oh,
so
okay.
stinging your main character when she's out, and it's like into the into the atmosphere. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so it's like this really interesting, like it's a really cool mechanic because it kind of makes the game more challenging, but it's also so original. Even now it's a very
Okay.
original concept of like, oh hey, I got to go out and survive in this dark world now. And so
Yeah.
but yeah, both dimensions, like they correlate with each other. There's like puzzles that just kind of like that you got to do between the two dimensions and whatnot.
Between the
So
two. Yeah.
yeah, and so
Okay.
it's like super super cool. And people, like I said, they complain about like the CGI. They complain about like how
Mm-hmm.
barren some of the environment is, and the fact that
Right. Right.
they chose like this purple color palette, like it's purple and black,
It's like gloomy and
very
like
very gloomy. Gloomy is a way to
yeah.
put it. And there's not like as many I guess obstacles, but it fits though, because
Okay.
it's not like, oh, it's not just like another version of the light world. Like it's just a
It's
gloomy, like you
different. It's its own
said,
thing.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the
Okay.
closest thing that we've got to that, as far as I know,
Mm-hmm.
is Breath of the Wild survival mechanics, where like you have to wear a jacket and stuff to survive cold weather and whatnot.
Oh.
um
Okay.
that's like the closest thing that I can really relate it
Okay.
to. It's just so cool. I want to see how the CGI would look like now, because lighting, oh my gosh, lighting would look so good now.
Was yeah, I'm sure because it looks so terrible. I'm looking at like some pictures now and like yeah, I can see what they mean by like the color palette and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, like that looks like a cool game. Like if it got remade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Curious.
I'd be so but like the guy who oversees the guy
Mm-hmm.
the manager who oversees the Prime series, he was like, yeah, well, we were thinking about maybe remaking Prime 2. He goes, but the
Mm-hmm.
games these days, they're so expensive to create nowadays, and you have
So
to
true.
yeah, you have to you have to make a
Yeah.
certain amount to break even for the profit and stuff. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense. Like it really does make sense. Excuse me. And so I was like, okay, well, that's fair. I mean, every company's got a budget. Like Nintendo's big and all, but they still got a budget. Um,
Yeah.
so that's definitely a thing. But that would be my
Yeah.
number one game that I want to see remade.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, yeah. What was your favorite? And I mean, you said you haven't streamed too many games, but have you had like a least favorite game that you've streamed on Twitch before?
Yes. Yes, I have. My least favorite game, and this kind of goes back to do what you want to do, is, and it's because of the taste it left in my mouth. Someone was like, Birdie, you should play this Pokemon game on stream. I would so watch you and blah, blah, blah. You should play. And now I haven't just started streaming, but it's only been like, I don't know, like
Mhm.
a year and a half. And I was like, okay, cool. So I went and I bought this game that like I didn't care about. I played it on stream like twice. That person that like really wanted to watch me stream it didn't even watch me stream it. And it left like the worst taste in my mouth. I'm like, why the fuck did I buy this game? Why am I streaming it? I don't even care about this Pokemon game. Like, I'd rather stream Pokemon Gold. I love Pokemon Gold. Like, I'd rather stream that or like something else than stream this. So that was like my least favorite game just because of like what surrounded it, which was like I didn't really care about the game.
Which
Like someone's like,
Pokemon
"Oh,
game was it?
I know you guys are like, let me see. I'd have to look at my Switch. Let me look and see which game I have on Switch. I'll tell you right now which game it because it's still there.
Yeah. I know a lot of people have complained about like Pokemon what was it? Sword and Shield. Like there's a lot of people who complain about that.
It
Is it
it wasn't X and Y. It wasn't Sword and Shield. It
hmm,
was Shining Pearl.
Shining Pearl.
Pokemon Shining Pearl.
Wait, Pokemon Shining. Why does that why does that Pokemon game not sound familiar? That
It has a picture of Palkia.
Shining Pearl. I know
So it's
there's
like a remake of like an, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, it's Pokemon Shining Pearl. Like, Birdy, play it, I'll watch you play it, I'll watch it. Oh, okay, I'll get it, I'll get the game.
it's
And
like,
then like
come on,
I paid
Birdie.
for it.
It's like
Like, you think I'm made out of money? I went, I bought the game, they didn't even watch me play, and I was like, I'm never doing that again.
uh-uh. No.
Uh
Yeah, there was an instance kind of like that with me. I forgot exactly what it was off the top of my head, but like somebody was going,
yeah.
you should do this on your stream." I would totally watch it, and then I did, and like you weren't there, so there was like no point
Yeah,
of that. Yeah. Ah,
totally.
yeah, yeah. Um, what have you ever been? I know you've been part of a crew. I think you actually owned your own crew at some point, right?
I do, I do.
You do. You still do.
I do.
Nice.
Yeah, we still got Birds of Prey. We're just GSL is a different league that I
Oh
own
yeah.
now because it fell in my hands randomly.
Oh.
But that it's completely defunct at the moment. There's no like score sheeting bot in there, so I'm not really doing anything with it. I tried to
Yeah.
get rid of it. I tried to have someone take it off my hands. No one wants the Discord.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's still mine. But as for SCS, like yeah, we're still active as Birds of Prey.
Okay.
Um,
Have
Birds
you?
of Prey.
That's really cool. Um, yeah, I remember. I remember. It's like, oh yeah, you own one. You own a crew. That's like super cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
It's fun. It's definitely fun. I think it's hard to have a crew because you get frustrated with people trying to go in and play when you might not want to send them in.
Oh yeah.
Then you have people who are like, "Oh, I'm available," that all of a sudden aren't available. It's just stressful.
Yeah.
Like shit happens. People can't be there or stick around the whole time. You have to like be good with your logistics and be patient with people. Like you got like all these people, you have to make sure that can I try out at SSD?
Oh yeah.
SCS. But yeah, it's definitely fun. I like it. I enjoy the crew battles for sure, but they are very stressful. Every time somebody tells me, "Oh, Birdie, I'm making a crew. I'm gonna do crew battles too in the SCS," and I'm like, "Okay, good luck. Please let me know if you need help, okay? Because I know it's gonna be stressful for you." And a lot of people do tell me like, "Oh, I made a crew and I had a really bad experience. Like, I'm not doing crew battles anymore." Oh shit.
SmashCon got renamed. Ooh, gotta tell us more about that. SmashCon.
Oh, to Supernova? Is that what they were? Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Oh, oh. So curious question. Have you ever thought about maybe like converting your crew into like maybe an esports team, or have you ever been in an esports team?
I I haven't, but I don't know what esports team like. What would that? So what would that change with my crew? Like what changes? Like what
You,
we are now is like okay, like we're a crew,
yeah.
but what would esports like? What goes into that? Like what's the characteristics of a
Um,
esports?
a lot of it has to do with like finding players you can sponsor, like commentators that you can sponsor, and then there's like other like content creators. You can sponsor content creators. I'm actually the content supervisor at my esports team that I stream with right now, and so it's there's definitely a lot of sponsoring, but it's kind of rewarding actually, or at least I hear it's rewarding. So
So basically,
it's
it'd be like being a sponsor.
yeah, essentially
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah, essentially, but yeah.
Okay, Birdie Esports. Yeah, I
Birdie
mean, it sounds
esports.
fun. It also sounds like a hobby that I'd be putting money into that like would probably not be making any return. It would have to be because I just really love like giving to the community. Maybe
Yeah,
when I'm rich, like I will do it. Birdie
that
Esports.
that
Sponsor all my friends.
is a that is actually a downside to it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
if you're a player, then great, perfect. I get sponsored, but you have to really have like an income for it. If
For
you're the
sure.
owner, yeah, because otherwise, if you don't have any sources of revenue, there's like, oh well, so I can't really fly you out to New Jersey or New York for tournaments or so I said New Jersey out of the blue. I don't. Does New Jersey have any tournaments over there? I don't even know.
I have no idea, but I was like talking to somebody and I was like, hey, like, what is a sponsor? Like, what do they do? What do they get in return? They're like, well, they send you to, sometimes they'll pay for your flight, or sometimes they'll do this, or sometimes they'll
Yep.
do that. And I'm like, but what do they get? What do they get in return? And they're like, well, if, they win money, like, I'm like, but what if they don't win money? Most of these people do not win money. And they're like, most people who are sponsoring, they do it just for the love of the game and to give back. I'm like, okay, so they gotta have money to do it.
Yeah. The bad thing is with the Smash scene, that's true. Now there's
Mm-hmm.
other games that they have the official company behind them. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
See you later night. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. See you later night. I'll see you later. Have a great night. I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I messed up there, but that's totally fine. So,
Night, night, night.
night night. Yeah, night night. Um, yeah, that's the thing. Street Fighter, like I said, the company that makes that game. They support the esports team, so there's definitely more like money
Mm-hmm.
involved in it. And then there's
Mm-hmm.
other games like I want to say Tekken's probably going to be one of them if they aren't already. I'm pretty sure that they are. But
Oh, nice. Okay.
yeah. Anyway, but on the other hand, Smash, Nintendo in the past hasn't been very interested in tournaments, but they have found a
At all.
way. Yeah, they have found a way though to like sponsor tournaments themselves, but there's like a whole process that you have to go through. So,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
there is that. But yeah, I mean that's kind of like esports. But if if I think a crew battles is also like super cool too. I haven't been in a crew battle in a while though.
Yeah.
Like when you get into a crew battle, you got to really keep your skills up because when I was younger, like
Mm-hmm.
inconsistency was a huge thing for me. Like I could not be consistent for like even if I were like if somebody said, "Hey, I'm going to pay you to be consistent at something," I couldn't do it. But
Same.
that was like back in the day though, because I could be good at something one moment, and then the next moment I'm like, oh, I'm super bad. But that's been all,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm literally the same. And like it's fun, but it's also like stressful, and like especially as like a woman in the scene, which like we don't, unfortunately we don't have as many as like we should. But like I get like shit for stupid stuff sometimes. Like people will crew battle me and I'll like send in maybe like a competitive player and they get upset and they're like, why do you have this player on your crew? Like, oh, like that person's a simp for Birdie, or like stupid shit like that. And it's like, go make your own friends. Like, stop fucking complaining. And like the people who say things like that are always the people who like do zero networking, do not want to make friends. They think they're hot shit. They don't support their friends. And then they get mad that other people are like making friends and like they have good players. So it's like you kind of have to, I mean, I know you're not a woman, but like you kind of have to like be prepared for people giving you shit for different things,
right,
and like just like be chill and be like, look, let me just get through this crew battle and I just won't crew battle this person again. Cause
yeah,
it's like now I like literally tell people in advance to when they set up crew battles with me, I'm like, hey, I have some good players. And I actually lose most of my crew battles, by the way. But I do say like, look, I have some good players and they do like to play. I'm letting you know now because I don't want to send someone and then you or your chat or who is bitching saying why is Birdie sweating? Like I'm not. They want to play, they want to play. Like I'm not
yeah,
going to tell them no, you know.
yeah, yeah,
But
right.
anyway.
I just I have people being like, there are people out there. I'm like, why are you being like, you don't have to be, and I'm sure there's a good term for but like, you don't have to be sexist. Like, come on, like
Yeah.
I've early Smash meta. I went to a local one time, and sat next to a lady, and we played
Hmm.
Smash. I treated her just like anybody else. She busted my butt. I was like, hey, look, I had it in the back of my mind. I'm like, I got beat by a girl. Hey, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I can learn and adapt to that. Okay.
exactly.
It's like, gosh, Lee.
Exactly.
But anyway, yeah, it's like everybody's a person, and we'll just let everybody be a person. So
Yeah, I think like sometimes it comes from like this insecurity where someone might be all like, oh, this person's getting ahead because A, B, and C, and I'm working just as hard and I'm not getting A, B, and C. And it's like most of the time, that's not true. Most of the time, you are not working as hard as the person who is getting the things that they deserve to get.
yeah,
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it happens, but most of the time, like whatever people get, like they deserve it. Like they're like busting their asses off and stuff. Um,
yep,
yeah, it's just kind of like a tangent because I just feel like it's not like talked about enough where there's like this battle between people who feel that others are undeserving of like good stuff that's coming their way, and it's just not fair, you know. I feel like people are working so hard to look like they deserve what they're getting, and like it just sucks. It's like we shouldn't have to do that.
yeah.
People should just know like, oh yeah, of course, like you deserve like what you got, like you're obviously working really hard. But it's like people don't do that. They're like, oh yeah, like are you serious? Like that just because she's like, I don't know, decent looking. I'm not talking about myself, but just anybody like decent looking or whatever. Even for guys, even for guys, decent looking guy, you know, blah blah. Like, oh, that's why girls go to his stream. Things like that, even things like that. And it's like, shut the, shut up, man. Like, you do you. You only concentrate on yourself. Try and beat yourself. Don't beat other people. Beat yourself. Like, become a better you and compare yourself with you and keep getting better and you'll be so happy. You will be so happy. Like don't compare yourself to other people.
There you go. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just what's going on?
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, no, you're good. I like it when people on here go on tangents. It is a okay. As I invite that. Um, what was the most underrated game that you've played on either on stream or off of stream?
Okay, underrated. I almost want to say Mafia Definitive Edition, but I think it did kind of get its flowers. I just think it didn't get marketed enough to get its big flowers. But for what they marketed it, I think that it did well. But Mafia Definitive is a game that was a complete remake of Mafia, which came out in 2002. Complete remake from the ground up, all new cast, added story. The guy who wrote the story for the Star, I think he's literally the writer for one of the Star Wars movies. Hayden Blackman. Hayden Blackman. He revamped the script. Okay, he was a writer and executive producer on several Star Wars titles at LucasArts. I don't know if it was the games or the movies, but anyway, um, I feel like it could have gotten more like notoriety for how amazing the graphics were. They
Mm-hmm.
used their own engine that Hangar 13 Games has. I think
Okay.
like the first Mafia game was, I don't know what engine they used, but then like for the rest of the games they used Illusion engine and then and built on it and like kept using more improved version of their own in-house engine for these games. But the newest Mafia game that's coming out is me using Unreal Engine, so that's going to be very different. Anyway, I feel like that one maybe was a little bit underrated, but again, I think for the marketing they did for it, it still did okay. Like it wasn't bad. But I think if they marketed it more, it would have done better. But I think a couple of underrated games are but they're old games. Is Tarzan on the PlayStation? Pac-Man Adventure on the PlayStation as well.
Okay.
And A Bug's Life on the PlayStation. Those were three very good games for their time that I feel like just slipped under the radar completely. Like just wow. So good.
Nice.
But those are older games though. They're not like new. Um but I don't play that many new games. That's the thing. So
Yeah, I gotcha.
unfortunately.
Have you ever played Ape Escape?
What Escape? Ape Escape?
Ape Escape, yeah.
Ape Escape. No, I haven't heard of it. Ape Escape.
It's a pretty good
Oh, it
game.
looks so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was one
Do
of
you
the
feel like that? Oh, I've seen this at Blockbuster. I never rented it
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Okay, I have seen. Okay. Oh my god. Have you played the game where it's that one robot on a wheel? The robot on the
I
wheel. Do you know what I'm talking
think
about?
I might know what you're talking about. There was Astro, but I don't think that's the game. That's not the game.
Oh,
That's
it's called Rocket, the robot on wheels. That's what it's called. I've never played it. I've always wanted to play it. Another game I've always wanted to play was Gex.
Gex. Okay.
EX, Gex.
Oh, I think I played
Anyway.
Gex. Well, that was on Game Boy,
Really?
right? That was on Game Boy. That was right. Am I right? That was.
I think it's on PlayStation, but it might have also been on Game Boy as well.
I think so. Yeah. If it's the game I'm thinking about, yeah, Gex was so fun. Yeah, if that's the game that I'm thinking about with a gecko and like a suit,
Yeah,
and
it's a
he's
gecko.
like, yes,
Yeah. It's a gecko on a suit. I've always wanted to play that. Oh, you've played Escalator?
I've played that game. I played it on Game Boy Color, and
Is it
I'll
good?
tell.
Was it good?
So that is a tricky question because when I was a kid, a very very young kid back in the day, I would try to play that game, and I would go to this one level all the way to the right, and then
Okay.
I think that was like one of the only levels that I could get to, and so I was trying to find out the very first puzzle in the game, and I couldn't find out the puzzle of the game. I was like I was like I
No.
literally could not get through the first puzzle of that game. I remember thinking like, what do I do here? Like, so I just like,
And you just dropped it.
yeah, I kind of just dropped it. Like I tried it again a few other times, but I just could not figure it out. So I don't know the
That's
answer,
so
but
funny.
it is. Yeah, it's like holy, like what is happening here? There's like I seem to remember there was this wall, that was like blocking me, and like I was trying to crawl up this wall or something like that, and I don't remember, but then there was this gap, and you couldn't fall through the gap because that would be death.
Right.
But yeah, I should definitely look up that game again because like I'm curious of like what that game was even like past that very first level.
Past that very That's so funny. That's how I was with a Game Boy game called Survival Kids. It was some game that came for free when I bought like a Game Boy Advance or whatever. And I got stuck somewhere. It's like this little game where you're stuck on an island and you have to like make things to like contact an airplane or survive for a few days until you get help. You're like on an island. And I got stuck somewhere and I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. And like I've seen people play the game now and finish it and I'm like, God, I want to finish the game. Like I want to see what I can do after that part. Like you said, like, you get stuck and you're like, what? And you got stuck at the beginning of the
The
game.
very beginning, first puzzle, not
You
even the
didn't get to
second.
yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's also an underrated game?
What was that?
Rhyme. Rime. Rime game. Is it Rime? Yeah, that was a really cute game. It's like a little fox that guides you on this island and you're alone and there's puzzles.
Okay.
I feel like that one kind of underrated, like not a lot of people
Okay.
talked about
Okay.
it. Has good reviews.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
So many games out there that are like underrated, but they're so good.
They're so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, one of the last questions I'm going to ask you
Yeah.
is, what do you have like any subscriber goals on your Twitch channel?
I don't. I actually rarely have any kind of goals. I used to have a sub goal. Um, that if I meet the goal, I'll play like the Sonic games or I'll like cosplay ZSS or something. And I actually did do it. I actually did do it. But at the moment, I don't have any goals, and I should, but I don't.
Oh
How
my
about
gosh,
you?
I forgot about your, yeah, as you're saying that, I'm like, I forgot you have a, oh, wonder if you could do something out of this maybe. So that channel reward where you have this eye tracker and like your eyes change like a certain like
Oh,
um
yeah. When somebody subs to me, my eyes change color.
oh, that's when they sub to you.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, yeah,
Okay.
like I'll even turn it on right now. Like, here's one of them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, then you
And
got like
changes. Yeah. So
red.
it's when they sub to me that happens. And it
Okay.
stays for maybe like 2 or 3 minutes and then it goes away.
That's so
It's just
cool.
something fun. Yeah, yeah. Um, and I use something called Snapcam for that. Snapcam. It went defunct. It's Snapchat's like software,
Oh, okay.
but it there is still a patched usable version
Okay.
that Nutty. Do you know who Nutty
Oh
is?
yes, I know who Nutty
Nutty.
is. Yeah.
Nutty and his friend like saved it and they posted it like on a website somewhere or whatever, a
Yeah.
patched version that works.
Man,
And so I'm using that patched version now basically. It's called Snap.
yeah, that is really cool. I gotta say, when
Yeah.
I first came into your stream and you had that the snap cam on, and your eyes were like, I think your eyes were like
Yeah.
super gold, and I was like, oh wow, she's got, I actually fell for it. I was like, oh, she's got really good gold eyes, you know. I'm thinking, those, how she, what the heck? And then I remember like a nut, like what was it, like 30 minutes later or something, I saw your eye color change and I was like, wait a second, what the heck, what happened to her eye? Wait, her eyes are like different now. Wait a moment. And then it took me like a
Yeah.
little bit to process, oh, it's just the filters that she's using. And so I thought that was kind of like that was kind of funny. um
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I like doing stuff like that. I have a lot of stuff programmed on my stream. Like there are some people who like when they say hi for the first time that stream, like something happens. Like my friend Melabunny, when she comes in, it plays like Bowser's song where he goes, Peach, you're so cool, like that song,
Oh,
because
yeah.
she's a Peach main. So
Yeah.
like I have that pop up and things like that. I just like having stuff come up on stream
Yeah.
randomly. It's like it's fun. But yeah, I'm glad you like the eyes. I
Yeah.
because like it was fun, definitely fun to like put together and have that work.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Especially given that a lot of them can actually look kind of not kind of believable actually. So
There
yeah.
are some that are like, yeah, super subtle that like look pretty let me see one that's like subtle that looks
Yeah, that
normal.
one
Oh, like
looks
this one
pretty obvious.
kind of looks
Now,
good. Like
now,
this one looks green and I mean, it's not that good, but like it, someone might believe it.
yeah,
Oh, that, like my eyes are green. Like this one is okay too. It's a little bit bright. There's like white stuff that kind of show, but yeah, but like this hazel one like looks pretty good. Like some of the
uh,
other ones are like, yeah. Anyway.
there's the deal with the glass.
Yeah.
Oh man, oh man. So holy heck, 2 hours and 21 minutes. So how would you rate this podcast on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest?
I would totally rate it a zero. No, I'm kidding. I totally rate it a 10. I had a really good time. I
Yeah.
think it's like really fun to talk just about like different things, uh, about streaming and stuff. If I could add one thing,
Okay.
it would be to maybe, and like I don't know like what your formula like is like or why, like, but maybe some like maybe some drama stuff, maybe some tea questions, just to kind of like, that would be like kind of fun too. But I don't know how you are about that kind of stuff.
Okay, drama questions.
Um,
Like when you say drama questions, you mean like what kind of questions are you thinking about? Like,
like, all right, like, what's the worst experience you've had with another streamer,
ooh,
or what's the best experience you have with another streamer,
okay.
or, but here that's this drama, right? It's like, who is someone that a lot of people like that you feel like is maybe
Oh,
kind of maybe not nice, or just things like that would be like,
I could think of somebody.
but I don't know, like I said, I don't know what your style is. Maybe you don't want anything like that at all. But like I'm like, oh, maybe those kind of questions could be fun too. Like just kind of add like a little like oomph
Yeah.
to it. But yeah, 10 out of 10. I had a lot of fun. Like so much. I had a really, really good time, Theo.
Good. Nice. Nice. I appreciate that. Yeah. And that's a good idea. Like I've always thought, well, because I was kind of wondering, like, well, maybe like what's gonna happen if also Mr. Escalator, thanks for joining the seventh theater. I was always like, should I not say the like the bad streamer's name on stream or something like that? Because I don't know. But it's something worth thinking about though. Like I'm always open
Yeah,
to suggestions and whatnot. And I accidentally
right.
turned my volume down. Sorry. Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do like what works for you and like test out the waters, and maybe you're like, maybe this isn't good, like asking these questions. Or maybe some people don't want to answer. You never know. But like, I don't know. Stuff
Yeah.
like that could also be interesting too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like, oh my God, Birdie, like who is a total creep on Twitch? Stupid things like that.
Nah,
Like
not at
that, those
all.
could go too.
Not at all. Since now that we have had this podcast, and who is the next guest that you would recommend for my next Get to Know You podcast?
Ooh. Who would I suggest as? Um, Let me look. Let me kind of looking and scrolling through who's on right now. See if like something pops up. I
Okay.
think there's a couple of people. So there's this one stream named Laid Off Legend.
Oh, I do know him.
Or is it Ledge? I don't know. I didn't spell that right, but it's Laid Off Legend. They're really sweet and like really fun to talk to. So like they might be fun for your podcast. Let's keep scrolling. There is there is Crazy Claus, who's
Oh
like
yeah.
a super
Oh
nice
yeah,
guy.
Crazy Claus is super
Um,
nice. I tried to get him on my podcast, but his job
mhm.
just kept kind of like taking him away, and it was like
Yeah.
yeah, I kept him busy and stuff. But I want to message him again this year just to see if it's busy season or if it's maybe not busy season for him because like it would be
Yeah.
so cool to have. I was thinking about it earlier too. Like it would be so cool to have Crazy Claus on my
Yeah.
podcast. I would love that.
There I think like that would be a lot of fun. So like Laid Off Legend, Crazy Claus, Altia Games is another girl, and Mel Bunny's another girl. On the scene, Altia plays Smash and other like variety games. Mel Bunny does
Yeah.
a lot of tournaments, so she could literally ask a lot of the tournament questions. Um,
I
and yeah, so I think like from those four, like I don't think you could go wrong. So go with your heart, whatever like you're kind of leaning towards. I think one of those four would be probably like a good next um choice.
yeah.
Also one more. JJSSBU is like the biggest fucking sweetheart. Like he could be kind of fun too as well. But yeah. Anyway, I feel like one of those like could be cool.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, thanks for the suggestions. I'll
Yeah,
definitely
for
have to keep
sure.
them in mind. And yeah, so now that we are about to raid somebody on Twitch here, why don't we go ahead and raid? Let's see who is a good one here. Ooh, Nomad is Nomad SSB. I don't know if you guys know him. He's a very
Heard of
good,
them.
yeah, he's a very good Street Fighter streamer. He also
Okay.
he still streams Smash every once in a while. He was actually
Okay.
in the competitive scene, and he was a really really good player back then. Still has
Back
yeah,
then.
back then, but he's still got really good Smash streams, like when he does stream it now. But man, his Street Fighter streams, I'm telling you, this guy has a really, really good sense of humor. Like he can crack a joke out of anything. Like it's
Nice.
amazing. We're gonna go ahead and raid Nomad SSB, and so thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Check out BirdyVee, and the link over here, and I'll have her Twitch link at the bottom of the YouTube post podcast as well. And let's go ahead and give Nomad. Okay, good. I spelled it correct. Let's go ahead and give Nomad a raid, and you all have an amazing, amazing rest of your week.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.